ICJ was the lobby host, but SB Royal Key in the 18 is the one that qualified on the pole. We have a big wreck happening here in 3 and 4. That will be bringing out a caution here. It seems like there's a lot of lag going on here early on. Hopefully this caution will clear that up real quick, as the 88 and the 9 both get put into pit road before that caution flew. It's hard to tell exactly what happened there, but we will we'll be waiting for this restart to get things figured out here. And we are at a short track. It's going to be a little difficult for me to keep up with things position-wise. Here comes an 88 out of the pits. Key cell, I believe, is lagged out of the race. So here we go. So Pastrana and 88 with PRL are going to be the leaders off the restart here. Those two cars got to the pit under caution. 88 clears Pastrana. Here comes the 32 trying to clear that 47 on the bottom. Bristol is kind of a multi-groove track there. You see some 3 wide back behind these guys. 88 PRL King taking off. These guys are getting friendly with their bumpers. Right on the top view is ICJ, loses it coming off of turn 2. Caution on the speedway. ICJ gets loose and gets back up on the track in front of traffic. Takes a couple hits. These guys have 250 long laps they gotta run here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum. ICJ all the way to the back here. 88 leading them to the green again. The 47 on the outside, I believe that's Comical Sphinx. Oh no. Blues fan. It's loose off the 2. It's down into the wall. These guys gotta spread out, get single file. Another car goes around off of turn 2. So far in the early going, looks as though turn 2 is treacherous. You see ICJ get to the inside of the 2 of AK. 18 SB Royal Key trying to get in there. It gets to that apron a little bit, kills his momentum off the corner. This is just ahead of that battle. The 9 of Pastrana trying to get up here on the 73. ICJ trying to sneak his way up here. There's a 17 of Fuse Eagle. 6 of McQuillan. .73 on the breed. Because there you see ICJ gets, oh no, the 11 of HBR McNabb and the 73 go around. They are calling a manual caution for this. Oh, the 32 goes around off of turn 4. I believe that is a game caution at this point. No, it is not. This will be a manual caution. So 32 trying to get his position back here. That is Thunderclaps. Your leader is Savage. He was one of the guys that I was watching pretty heavily at Talladega. It's the 47. About let everybody down the wrong pit lane there. So there you go, loop around to the front straightaway and enter the pit this time. So we look back. Looks as though SB Royal Key will be staying out to take the lead. Everybody else, it seems, has made their way down pit road. I don't have a lot of camera angles that I'm able to work with here at Bristol. .32 of Thunderclaps comes out. There's the 47 of Savage, followed up by the 88 of ERL. I believe that's the 16 of Imwits. So these guys are going to take it around one more time under this manual caution. Hopefully we can get fired off here, get going pretty smoothly. Oh, excuse me. So we see the 6 of McQuillan making his way back into the pit road. The rest of the pack getting caught up here. There goes the 21 car getting his free pass. So there's going to be a lot to keep up with here this time. We will try to find the best angle for this restart. I believe is going to be up top like this as they take the green flag right here. 18 Royal Key gets him a big restart. Again, these guys racing 2 wide here. There's Imwits making his way up to third past Thunderclaps, and another big wreck here. I believe that would bring out a caution. That brings a manual caution out on track. We have 2 cars in the pit coming out this time. There's the 77 Comical Sphinx and the 73 of I'm the Breed for some reason going right up in front of our leader. We have a few cars taking the pit road trip this time. Like the 77, the 12, the 2, the 9, and the 6. Here comes the 2 off. 73 just made his way in. 12 just left. There goes the 77, the 9. The 6 now coming off. And here comes the 73, the final car. So they should be going green this time, I would imagine. I'm getting word from the admin that they will have one more manual for the stage, so they can get this knocked out, and possibly only going to do 3 manuals per stage past this point. So they make their way through turn 1 and 2. Oh no, we start right here. That's 3 and 4, excuse me. 88 PRL hangs right in there with the 18 of Royal Key. The outside line prevails. 18 moves up to block the 47. The 16 of Imwits hanging strong on the inside. And there you see in 5th place the 17 of Fuse Eagle. Try to get back here to the 88. She is our leader. There we go. That's some good angles. Has some lag. With some lag. Now the 47 Comical Sphinx, or Slight Savage, excuse me. Slight Savage back to the point here. Stage 1, Imwits making his way up to 2nd, PRL dropping to 3rd. The SB Royal Key and the 17 back there side by side. 17 prevails on entry to turn 1. ICJ trying to sneak his way up into the top 5 here. The top 6 single filed out. 47 starting to open up that gap on the 16 just a little bit. I believe you saw the 24 get around the 18. 18 back to the inside of 24. 24 trying to cross him over. Get back here to this battle. Oh, Fuse Eagle hits the wall. 24 ICJ tags, and that's going to be some right front damage. It's going to make his car extremely tight. Top two have a little bit of spread, but those two breaking away from third position slightly. Here's Icy J to the inside of 17. He tags the wall. Icy J gonna slide up. No, he holds it down. Slide up in front of that 17 on the straightaway. The 17 tagged the wall. 18 trying to put his nose to the inside of 17. 17's gonna run him down to the line tight. Force the 18 around the outside. The 18, will he get his nose there? He does not. Now you see the leaders starting to catch some lap traffic here. This is riding on the second position, M. Wentz. The 47's catching, I believe that may be the 32 with Thunderclaps right there. And that is who it is. Thunderclaps gets out of the way of Savage and makes contact with him. They are still green. Now the 47 catching up. There's McClellan around. The 47 gets by him, no issues. And he is catching the 73 of Breed. 16. Keeping him in his sights. They've opened up a pretty decent gap back to third position. There's the 21 parked down on the front stretch. I believe he's given up. 73 gives the high line to the 47. Allows him to get by. They are at 4. They're coming to 4 to go for stage 1 here. Savage got out front, has opened it up. See that lead still growing on the 16. The gap is pretty even back to the 88 of PRL. There you see the 32 under attack by this 47 again. 3 to go. 32 not trying to go another lap down, but he does anyway. That 47 is hooked up. .47 coming to take the white flag this time by. He's just got to get around 2 more turns here. There's a 16 of M. Wentz diving into 3, trying to close this gap up a little bit. The 47 Savage is going to be your stage 1 winner. Right, so these guys start making their adjustments. A lot of guys speaking about tightening up their cars. The conclusion of stage 1, we have Savage as your leader. M. Witz finished second, and then it was the 88 of PRL. So same top 3. ICJ remains 4th. Top 3 just switch it up. M. Witz taking the point, PRL to the outside. We've seen where PRL has gotten a good run through 1 and 2 and taking the lead off of 2. M. Witz hanging in tight. So he loses his nose a little bit on entry in turn 3. That allows a 47 of Savage to get under him. 47 of Savage has definitely had a better long run car than this 88 as far as stage 1, but like I said, these guys made some more adjustments. 88 pounds the wall coming off of 4. That allows a 47. Oh, 47 Savage gets the wall, catches the car, takes M. Witz. M. Witz takes the lead after some contact. He is your leader. We'll try to get to him. ICJ all over M. Witz bumper. He gets to the inside here. Pinches him to the wall a little bit. Maybe some contact. ICJ trying to make the bottom work to get this lead in stage 2. And you see behind him Pastrana in the 9 stalking him. At 47 of Savage still in 4th. PRL right in behind him. Oh, Jay gets tight coming off of turn 2 that time. Stacks him up behind him. Here comes a 47 off the wall. Some of these guys may have tightened it up too much. So I'm going to be right back, and we're just going to watch here to see what's going to happen. We'll continue to look back from this angle just to see how this plays out. PRL, oh, big save by PRL back there. But we'll let them run quietly for a few laps and see what plays out. they've taken a few laps to allow things to play out. So they have a manual caution. You saw the 6s and 73. That was McQuillan in the 6, and the 73 of On the Breed. You see that HBR McNabb has made his way to 4th position now. I've said this before about HBR McNabb. He is always a strong contender, no matter what kind of a track you put him on. You always see him find his way to the front. He's very calm, cool, collected, very methodical about how he drives these tracks. Sometimes you see him struggle, maybe finding corner exit speed, finding consistency, whatever it may be, but you always find him toward the front. So we see he's made his way to the top 4 here. The only change in the top 3 that we've had is PRL and ICJ. ICJ is now in 3rd. He was riding in 2nd. I believe he made his way to 1st at one point. PRL King has dropped back pretty substantially. So 16, 24 out 2nd. It's close for 3rd between the 11 and 47. I believe the 47 had got it there. These guys are trying to figure out exactly what order they're in. M. Witz gets off of pit road first. ICJ got out 2nd. Looks like HBR McNabb actually beat the 47 off of pit road. They were pretty close. So now HBR McNabb finding himself in that top 3 again here, about halfway through stage 2. The 47 is Savage. They're in 4th. Fuse Eagle, you see him tailing the top 5. SB Royal Key, our pole sitter for this race, finding himself back to 6th. Blues Fan, typically a strong contender week in and week out, finding himself 7th. Estrana finding himself 8th as they take the green flag this time. M. Witt's a big jump, looks like the 24 didn't get a good restart like he was wanting. The 47 gets a good jump to his outside to take 2nd position. That drops back the 11 HBR McNabb to 4th. So a little bit of contact in the back of the pack here. I'm going to try to get ourselves up to M. Witz here. See the 47 is Savage. He took advantage of that botched restart by ICJ. He's made his way up to 2nd. He is right on the back bumper of this 16. Now keep in mind, the end of stage 1, these were your top 2 contenders. They are just out. They're just not in the same order. SB Royal Key with an unfortunate disconnect. 47 making a bold move to the inside in turn 1 and no, that was 3 and 4 there, excuse me. 47 trying to clear him. 16 gets to the wall at 16, hanging right onto the right rear of that 47. 47 a little door-to-door contact in there in turn 3. 16 gets his nose there. He's not letting the 47 clear, but he makes a little contact with the wall on entry. He's going to try to cross him over here. Try not to let that 47 get back away from him, but that 47 attacks the bottom on entry hard, and it is working for him because he is cleared and taken the lead. halfway through stage 2, we find the top 2 right back where they were. The 47 of Savage, the 16 of M. Witts, but the 16 of M. Witts under attack by the 24 of ICJ, the 11 of HBR McNabb stalking right in the tire tracks of that 24. So he's going to try to take advantage of the 16 as well. 16 clears ICJ coming off of 2 that time. So ICJ is going to just have to reset, think about a game plan, and make something happen. He gets to the inside and knocks him up the track. Gets him in the wall. That's going to open the door for the 11 of McNabb to take 3rd position from Witts. So with all that battling for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, it's allowing the 47 of Savage to just continue to open this gap up. ICJ up to 2nd. Witt settles in 3rd. HBR McNabb checks up, lets the 16 collect himself, and says, I'm going to make something happen on my own. 24 ICJ a little sideways off of turn 2 that time. Oh, 47 pounds the wall off of turn 4. And in 1 and 2. So the 47's losing a little bit of his rhythm. That's going to allow the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place guys to start closing the gap up. Now the 47's starting to hit some lap traffic. That's the 6 of McClellan. We see the 5th place guy, Fuse Eagle, starting to make his way up toward this 2nd little pack here. And that is also the 12 of Blues Fan making his way to the inside of Fuse. .47 just trying to collect himself, get back in his rhythm. There we see PRL King. He was in the top 3. Strong early on, but seems as though he may be struggling with something, maybe the handling of his car here in the 2nd stage. He will soon be under attack. We see the 11 HBR McNabb has made his way around the 16 of M. Witts. Let's hop on board with him. He is moved up to 3rd position and sets his sights on the 24 of ICJ. Oh no, the 16 and 12 make a little bit of contact behind the 11 here. 12, usually somebody you see right up front, right along with HBR McNabb. I do not believe we have lost my plane B in this race tonight. So, Blues Fan tried. Here, let's see if I can get a better angle to look back at these guys. There we go. So Blues Fan still not around that 16 yet. Side by side with the 17, but the 17 gets the wall in 1 and 2 that time. So you see the 16 committed to the top. He's going to force people to pass him on the bottom, which is going to take a couple extra laps to make happen. 12's got to drive it in hard and arc it down, really try to get a run off the corner. .16 almost gets the wall off of 4 after slight contact. This battle right here behind McNabb is allowing McNabb to pull away a little bit. I do not believe he's closing in that much on ICJ. The 47 has made his way around the lapped car of PRL King. It's opened up a pretty decent gap back to 2nd position. See, the main battle on track right now is for 4th position between Blues Fan, M. Witts, and I'll also say Fuse Eagle because he is right there tailing these 2 guys. He's trying to make his way through also. You see the 12 Blues Fan has moved up behind M. Witts in 3 and 4. Gonna make something happen on the bottom. He's got to make it happen. Starting to get a little loose. 3 and 4 doesn't clear in the 17, loses it off of 4. Back to a two-way battle. Blues fan finally gets around M. Witz here, but M. Witz is not going to let him have it easy. He's going to try to come back at him. And we've seen the 16 pretty committed to the top. We've seen that 12 be able to move around. Is now the 12 moving up on the 11 of HBR McNabb. Going to try to take third position from him. McNabb, we've seen him run the top, the middle, and the bottom here, so we'll see what kind of damage the 12 can do around strictly the outside. Maybe he'll try to pull a crossover as the 88 moves down in front of the 11. Gonna slow him up a little bit. Lets the 12 get right on his bumper. Oh, slight contact. So that worked out for McNabb a little bit better than it did the 12. It was almost like 12 tried to use the 88 as a pick on the 11, but he had to check up so hard off of 2 that allowed the 11 to open the gap back up. And now, don't believe there's anything in front of the 11. There's 2 to go in stage 2. Right on the bumper of that 11, driving it in very deep into the corners. The white flag flies this time. I'm going to try to get to our leader, Savage. Here we see Savage, and we'll look, there's the gap from Savage back to second, right there behind the 73. So stage 2 winner is Savage. Battle for third. Oh, Blues fan gets third. Icy J was your second position. Not to discredit him. In the background, I saw the 12 and the 11 side by side coming off of turn 4. It looks like Blues fan's the one who prevailed for the third position. HBR McNabb slips back to 4th after some contact with the 73 of Breed right at the line. So the first car a lap down, I believe, will be the 73 of Breed, unless him wrecking allowed the 88 of PRL to get the lucky dog from him at that point. For the longest stage of the race, stage 3, the 47-year leader, Icy J, start on the outside, but those two switch positions. Is HBR McNabb, does he hang it? Oh, he hangs on to it. Coming off 2, Icy J to the point. You see M. Witz in that 16, third. He is trying to get to the inside of the 47. It seems as though the 47 does not have a good short run car in comparison to a couple of these guys there. 3 wide off turn 4. 16 in the middle. Blues fan trying to make something happen on bottom. He moves M. Witz up the track. The 17 coming in is, oh Lord. Oh man, they hang on to it. 12 and 17 now side by side for third. 17, does he hang on to it? He hangs on to it. These guys are driving the wheels off of these cars here in stage 3, and we see Pastrana go around on his own off turn 2. So we have the top 2 cars, Icy J and Savage, breaking away from the rest of the pack, but we see late in the run, Blues fan coming in hot. Let's see if he's going to be able to catch these guys. The 16 of M. Witz just keeps getting bullied up the track. It's really unfortunate to see he has such a fast car. Here comes the 47 to the inside of the 24. Blues fan has separated himself from 4th and 5th position. 24 hanging on to the right rear of the 47, but the 47 going to drive it in deep. The 24 going to cross him over to the bottom coming off turn 4. 24 is going to drive in deep, and oh no, contact between our leaders. They both get to the wall. This is exactly what Blues Fan wants to see. Let's ride along with Blues Fan. That's exactly what Blues Fan wants to see. You see, he's closing this gap up. Like I said, Blues Fan's always a top contender week in and week out. And here we see him stalking the top 2. He's right up top of the track, maybe slight contact with the wall there in turns 1 and 2. See, the 47 starting to create a gap on the 24 of ICJ. And we see in 6th where HBR McNabb has found himself. Pastrana coming off turn 4. This was the car that went around on his own off of turn 2. Doesn't look like he suffered too much damage. Maybe some slight right front damage. Probably aerodynamic more than anything. Fuse Eagle has found himself in 4th position here. He's going to be watching this battle right ahead of him between the 12 and 24. Blues Fan and the 12-24 of ICJ for 2nd position. And watch this battle take place right here and see if he can't take advantage of it also. Maybe get himself involved. But last time we saw him involved with a 3-way battle, it resulted in the 17 being stuck to the inside wall off of turn 4. So maybe being on fresher tires, he's going to be able to hang in there with it, make it stick a little bit better. Now we have a 3-way battle for 2nd. We are going to watch from the point of view Fused Eagle. We'll get an overhead shot of this. I think that'd be better than anything. There you see the 12 getting around the outside of the 24, but the 12 gets the wall. Oh! That allows the 17 to take advantage and get up to 3rd. The 12 drops back. Not too far back though, as now the 17 is going to be on the back bump of the 24 entering the corner here. There you see the 47, our leader, hitting lap traffic. That's Pastrana. About to go a lap down. And you see the 12 sneaking his way back up to these 2 in front of him after he had that unfortunate contact with the wall. He held on to it, cooled his jets for a minute, and now Pastrana moves over for the leader. 12 trying to get to the inside of 17 on corner entry. Doesn't make it happen. That 12 ought to just stick to that high line. That's what he ought to do here. Let these 2 guys battle down low. That 12 can get around both of them on the outside. Here you see the 12 to the high side. Right in behind the 24. Let's hope the 24 doesn't get pinned. Oh, 24 ICJ around after contact with Fuse Eagle off of turn 2. Oh man, that is rough. We run in 2nd position. It's just a racing duel. Those guys were racing each other pretty hard and pretty tight here in stage 3, and unfortunately ICJ just gets the short end of the stick. Luckily 12 did not get involved in that, as he was right behind the 24 on his bumper. I'm not 100% sure what exactly happened. 17 and the 12 now. Battling it out for second, but at the same time going to be trying to get up here to this 47 Savage, who's just putting on a show, taking these guys to school here at Bristol. Let's jump back here with HBR McNabb. A few laps ago I saw him under attack by 2 of AK. I believe they are about a straightaway behind the top 3. I believe the 11 is now your 4th position running car. He seemed to be a little better in the long run. But here's the 2 of AK, which I haven't talked much about today other than being involved in caution early on. Right on the bumper, he is your 5th position car. So the 11 running the bottom, the 2 running up top. There's a 16 of M. Witz after having a strong run in stages 1 and 2, finding himself about 7th position now. There's a 73 of I'm the Breed to the inside wall. Here's the battle for second continuing. The 12 of Blues Fan has made his way around the 17 of Fuse Eagle, who I think we're seeing a little bit of lag out of. I'm not going to continuously commentate this battle for second here, so we'll watch it play out here. Oh, Fuse Eagle loose off of 2. That pretty much solidifies the 12 in second position. No longer really a battle. So the 17 had to make a big save there. So let's hop up here with our leader, the 47 of Savage. Just taking these guys to school. As you see now, Icy J has got a lap down with severe damage to his front end. He will next be under attack by the 12 of Blues Fan, but there you see the gap, almost an entire straightaway between first and second position. So things seem to have really spread out and calmed down. You know, these guys have pretty much established themselves as far as the long run. A couple guys really close to being even. I believe we will be seeing green flag pit stops as Blues Fan around in turn 1. Oh, now they are under caution right after I said something. Blues Fan around in turn 3 and 4 gets plowed by the 32 with Thunderclaps. Blues Fan was your second position car on track, so I'm hearing some discussion in the background. I'm going to try to catch a piece of that and see what's going on here, but we are under caution here in stage 3. Not entirely sure what happened, but Icy J with the free pass 47 leading the way. The 11 of HBR McNabb up to second. We see the 16 M. Witz finding his way back up into the top 4 after a rough beginning of stage 3. And here's your top 5 all in one view here. We got 47 leading HBR McNabb second, 16 of M. Witz third, Fuse Eagle fourth, Blues Fan, the reason for your caution here in fifth. So Blues Fan went from second to wrecking to now we're going to have to find his way back around a few of these cars ahead of us if he's going to challenge that 47. The 11 of McNabb has now got the leader right in front of him, setting his sights on the leader. That 16 not giving him much space for error through the corner whatsoever, but you gotta be careful on a short track like this. You don't want to get right up on someone's bumper and lose your nose. Oh, the 17 gets to the left rear of the 16, almost loses it off turn 4 that time. Hangs on to it. 12 trying to capitalize, but he doesn't. So now his top 5 starting to get spread out just a little bit. That 47 with the clean air. McNabb trying to chase him down, but I don't think anybody's got anything for this 47 car today. I think the only one who did have anything for him, Icy J. Now finding his way back up through the pack after a free pass. He's to the inside of PRL. PRL was a top 3 contender. Oh, a little bit of contact 3 wide. The 77 Sphinx gets the raw end of that one. ACJ getting to the inside of PRL off turn 4, but a big gap between 5th and 6th position. As those two keep battling it out to see who can drive it into the corners deeper. 17 to the inside of 16. 16 gets that outside momentum working his favor. Possibly trying to get around to the outside of the 17. Maybe push that 16 clear over the 17. Loose off the turn that time. Hangs in there. Knocks the 16 up track again. He will not clear him. He dives it in. Pulls a slide job. Yes, he does. He clears him. He hits the wall. The 16 gets to his inside. 17 hard in the wall. And we are under caution again, if I'm not mistaken. That's the 16 and 12 contact down the front straightaway. After the 16 gets to the inside of 17, hits his left rear, and the 12 just an innocent bystander there. But that allows all these guys here on track to get around those two. There you see the top 2, Slight Savage and the 11 of HBR McNabb. So these guys will be taking pit stops. They should be able to make it from here at this point. There you see the top 6 cars. 47 of Savage leading the way. McNabb allows a 47 to clear. Icy J finding his way around the outside of the 17. Keep in mind those two were racing each other very hard early on. That's what got ICJ in trouble. Looks like ICJ clears the 17. Now he's going to set his sights on the top two up here. McNabb and Sphinx, as 3 cars make contact. That's a 16, 12, and 17. Bottleneck some of the pack in the back here. They get it all straightened out. Got a 47 starting to pull away a little bit here. It's 2 guys that just got some bad luck early on in stage 3. Now sitting 3rd and 4th, ICJ and M. Witts. M. Witts got roughed up on the outside line, kind of bounced around between his opponent's cars and the walls, and mired back in traffic a little bit. And the 24 of ICJ, like I said a minute ago, just racing hard side by side with the 17 Fuse Eagle, and ended up losing his car off of turn 2 and getting a ton of front end damage. So those two made their way back up to 3rd and 4th respectively. But I don't know if anyone's got anything for Savage. He's out here just in his own world right now. I don't know how else to put it. He gets to the front and just doesn't even look out of his mirror, see what's going on behind him. He just drives straight on forward, and we've seen all night that he just puts on a show. So I said last week that he was one of my ones to watch. I think this is the 2nd race he's been in that I've actually streamed with this league that he's been a part of, and he's kind of in a class of his own right now. So hot back here with HBR McNabb, who is currently under attack as Fuse Eagle goes around on the back straightaway. Nobody gets collected. There's Fuse Eagle on his own. Here we are with HBR McNabb under attack by the 24. We'll see right behind this is the battle for 4th between the 16 and the 12. That's M. Witts and Blues Fan. So we have 2 battles going on screen right now. Oh, 24 clears the 11 off of 2. Looks like the 11 just got a little tight coming off of 2. So now 24 of ICJ moves his way up to 2nd position. And the 16 has kind of gapped the 12 here. The 24 gets the wall off of turn 4. Maybe a little bit of contact off the right front of the 11. I'm not entirely sure. I couldn't tell at that angle. But the 24 powering back around the outside. The 11 drives it in deep. 24 bounce it off the wall again. And that lets the 16 and the 12 close up to these guys. As they're almost 3 wide. The 12 sticks his nose. Oh! Contact off the 24. 24 to the apron. 16 powers around the outside. Comes the 12 following the 16 unless the 11 can slip up. No, he doesn't. So the 11 out of his rhythm now after that contact with the 24. So these 4 are battling it out, driving the wheels off of them. There you see the 16 moves down to try to get around ICJ. Contact with the 12 and 16. 12 got loose off the top of the track, puts a 16 to the inside wall. Major misfortune for the 16 of M. Witts at this point. Now ICJ 2nd, the 12 of Blues Fan 3rd, 11 of HBR McNabb 4th. We see the gap to the 47 is opened way up here. I'm trying to get back to him. I can look back at the pack. nowhere to be seen. He has opened up a huge 3 or 4, maybe 5 second gap on these guys. You see, he is just all by himself right now. No one in front of him, no one behind him. Couldn't ask for better track conditions as a leader. Blues fan making his way up to second now. It's around ICJ. ICJ trying to defend his position. You can see 11 of it. McNabb. McNabb gets a little tight. Pounds will all come off 4, so it's going to set him back just a little bit here. We see PRL King in 4th. Or not 4th, 5th, excuse me. Obviously the 47 is Savage catching up to some lap traffic, but for the most part going unchallenged. These guys are approaching about 34, 35 laps to go here in stage 3. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe these guys are good to go to the end. I may be mistaken. So they should be good on gas is what I am hearing from the Discord chat. .47 just running smooth as can be. You see the 2 with some lag. That is AK right in front of our leader, so the leader trying to make him conscious of that. Maybe when he gets closer for the 2 to not interfere with the leader. So we're just going to sit here and watch for a few laps. Things have settled down. We'll watch how Savage makes his way through the pack here. Let some cars lap down. And we'll get back to you shortly. As our leader is taking 15 laps to go now, coming 14 to go this time. 47 Savage still just putting on a clinic on these guys. So let's see here. There we go. I believe that is your third or fourth position. Icy J makes his way back up to second, I believe. Or he may be a lap down. I'm not entirely sure. HBR mad with some heavy front end damage here behind the 12 Blues fan. Some Fuse Eagle now going a lap down to the 47 Savage. There's a 16 M-Wits, strong early on. 88 a PRL. There's the 9, so the 47 really just putting on a clinic in the long runs. There you see in the front there. That's the 11, the 12, and the 24 probably going to be on screen here soon. There should be about 10 laps to go this time by. Eight to go, excuse me. Oh, 88 pounds the wall in front of your leader. A little bit of lag possibly. Oh no, the 88 and 47 I believe made contact. '47 just got loose, is what I'm hearing. So our leader is about to take 5 to go in the race. And I believe that a caution just came out on the speedway. I'm not sure what happened. But this is gonna change some things up. The 47 goes out putting on a show, and now he's gonna have to defend that lead with 3, maybe 2 laps to go here after this caution. So it'll be interesting to see how things shuffle out. But here we go. We ride with the 47 and the 24 here. 47 takes the restart. Can he clear the 24? 12 gets to the inside of 24. Does not allow him to cross him over there. 3 wide off of 2. That's exactly what the 47 wants to see. 12 off the wall. White flag. Oh no, big wreck after the white flag, and that will end the race. That will end the race under caution. Savage is your winner for the Bass Pro Shop NRA night race at Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's try to get back here to the Hungry Jack Chevy machine. Savage. Caution comes out entering turn 1 after some contact between the 12, the 11, and the 24. The 24 gets the worst end of it, spins in front of the field, causes a pile up entering turn 1, and that seals the deal for the Friday Night Thunder series at Bristol Motor Speedway. We get loaded out here. I'm going to try to get Savage in here into the party for a post-race interview. So I have sent him party invite. So he's just joined the party, Savage. If you could be sure to include your audio once I have it set up here.
Alright, you got me?
Yeah, you got a copy?
Yep, sure.
You got your audio included?
Yep.
Good deal, man. Congrats on your big win at the night race at Bristol, man. Definitely put on a clinic on these guys tonight. Just talk about your whole race, your game plan, everything that you had in mind going into this thing.
Starting 5th, I wasn't really confident. Starting a quarter way back from the front. I had a great car. 47 was great all night long. Made slight wedge adjustment, and that's all I really needed. I was able to gap the rest of the fellas. I had a really good long run car, and was able to keep it up front. Was scared for the last caution. Had a great restart at the end. Was able to gap with them people going 3 wide for a second behind me. So that's just what I wanted to see in my mirror, and was able to bring it home today.
Short, sweet, and to the point. You definitely put on a clinic. I noticed just how strong of a long run car you had. They're less than 10 laps to go. Seen you get a little bit loose, I believe, coming off of turn 2, maybe turn 4. It's hard to tell from the spectator mode, but you definitely had one of the most solid long run cars all night. I mean, you were just in a class of your own. A couple times we saw on the restarts, ICJ would challenge you, or HBR McNabb would challenge you, but you would just take the restart and just really dive in. It's like you were just focused on clearing them in the middle of the corner rather than coming off the corner. Tell me about your thoughts once that final caution came out, because I know that had to put your heart in your stomach on that one.
Yep. When the caution came out, I had a pretty good lead, and I was not really looking forward to that restart. Was kind of in a decision on to take 2 tires, to try to see what everybody else would do, or to take 4 and maybe get the left to pull in better than the right. And I see everybody took 4. I was grateful to come out in the front spot, and was able to just take over that top line from Icy. And then again, they went 3 wide in second, so I was able to gap myself, and it was pretty much set out out of turn 2, coming really when the green flag dropped for the last restart. I pretty much was confident once I cleared. So yeah, I was able to get it done, man.
Yeah, man, congratulations. I mean, I don't know if you watched the stream back from last week at Talladega. I believe this is the second race that I've streamed that you've been in, the first one being last week at Dega. And I was watching you on track last week saying that you were possibly going to be one of the ones to watch, that you were, you know, you looked really strong at that track, and I wasn't really sure what to think coming into this one, but I definitely think now that you're going to be one of the ones like Plan B and Blues fan, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. So, yeah, hopefully every Friday I'm going to be streaming with you guys, and hopefully we can see you putting on a show with these other two strong runners, Plan B and Blues fan. Maybe we can get a couple of these other guys up there in the mix with you.
Yeah. There's some competition out there, so like this is just my second race, so I'm still trying to get a groove on racing with the guys. But the 47 car's been strong, so I'm trying to keep it that way. Roll on to next week.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to have to run that Hungry Jack paint scheme anymore, because I know you ain't hungry for a win anymore. So,
Yeah, glad to get it out the way.
Yeah, it's always good to get them out of the way early, especially when you jump into a league midway through the season.
Yep.
But yeah, I definitely look forward to seeing you out on track. Congratulations again on your win at the night race at Bristol. It's always a prestigious win. It's definitely a good one to get your first win on. So congratulations. It was good seeing you running strong all night, putting on a clinic on these guys, and hopefully these guys can learn a thing or two from you. They'll watch the stream back, maybe see some things that you were doing that maybe they weren't, and work to make everybody better. So
Yeah. Shout out to all the guys that came tonight, and shout out to you for streaming, and thanks for the interview. And roll on to next week. Hopefully to see you then again.
do you know where y'all are going next week?
I think it's Darlington, but don't quote me on that. But I think that's floating around, so I think that might be the track.
If it is, gets two crown jewels back to back. That'd always be nice, wouldn't it?
Yep. Well, yeah, we'll roll on to next week. See if I can get it done, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Thank you, buddy. Yep.